Well, thank you everybody for attending this webinar, and welcome to the new DTICT07 project. Hopefully we will collaborate closely in the future. So, well, this is Jorge Rodriguez. I'm responsible of the Industry and Space Unit at Atos Research and Innovation in Atos, Spain, and I'm the project coordinator of the quality project. Some high-level figures about the quality project. Well, this is a 39 months project. It started in January the 1st in 2019. There are 45 partners plus third parties from 13 different countries. And this is one of the DTICT07 projects that started in 2019, and it is also focused on zero defects manufacturing. There is a total budget of nearly 16 million euros, and one of them, 1 million, is devoted to an open call. Here you can see the logos of the 45 partners. As I mentioned before, Atos is the coordinator, engineering is the technical manager, Innovalia is the pilots manager, and Sintef is the scientific manager. You can see here that there are partners that will provide digital manufacturing platforms for zero defect manufacturing. Other partners will provide manufacturing equipment for zero defect manufacturing. There are a set of partners that will provide their pilot factories to implement different improvements in the current manufacturing processes. And finally, they will have experimentation facilities to test to early validate the results of the project. So some words about the motivation of the project. Well, in some domains in the manufacturing area, we see that 50% of the production ends as scrapped, and we want to modify that. So what we see is that, well, normally zero defects manufacturing is considered as a manufacturing issue, and quality control is normally perceived as an additional cost to the manufacturing processes. So actually, quality control is always done at the end of the manufacturing process, and there is no possibilities to react if anything wrong happens. In addition, there is a lack of digital continuity. There are no zero defects manufacturing digital platforms that covers the end-to-end process. And finally, there is a very poor SME engagement. What's our vision? Well, we aim at radically change the state of the art of the zero defects manufacturing and implement the autonomous quality concept. This concept takes into account that well, the quality aspect must be considered during the whole manufacturing process, and not only as currently is happening that we only take care or look at the quality of the parts produced once they are produced. So we should take that into account during all the manufacturing process. And we also aim at enabling manufacturers and solution providers to adopt innovative manufacturing solutions for ZDM, for zero defect manufacturing. What are the key outcomes of the project? Well, we are structuring the outcomes in 4 main pillars. The first one is digital enhancements. We aim at producing digital enhancements in the current zero defect manufacturing equipment, but also in the current processes. We aim at implementing or delivering a reference architecture, blueprints for guiding solution vendors, solution providers in the implementation of the different solutions for zero defect manufacturing. And we aim at helping digital manufacturing platforms providers to implement a diverse of digital manufacturing platforms for autonomous quality for zero defect manufacturing. And finally, to increase or to enlarge the ecosystem, we aim at creating a virtual digital innovation hub on digital solutions for zero defects manufacturing. So regarding digital enhancements, as I mentioned before, we are aiming at producing digital enhancements in the actual machines, in the manufacturing machines, and we would like to implement some aspects related to real-time quality control, self-adaptation, etc. Regarding the digital enhancements on the ICT side, we aim at delivering digital enablers, AI certified, covering different solutions like big data, data sovereignty, digital twin, simulation, etc. Regarding the reference architecture and the blueprints, we are designing and producing a reference architecture for zero defect manufacturing digital platforms, and we are basing that architecture in several initiatives like the Digital Software Alliance, the Force ZTM Association, and we are basing our reference architecture in open implementations like the EFRA implementation, the connected factories, the pathways, Fiber Foundation, BDBA, etc. So we are also providing digital manufacturing platforms, platforms that will be based on new technologies like 5G, edge and cloud integration, HPC, cybersecurity, etc. And finally, we aim at enlarging the ecosystem around zero defects manufacturing, delivering a virtual digital innovation hub that will have like a marketplace providing services, digital enablers, providing collaboration facilities, etc. The pilots, quality. The pilots are really key because, well, there will be 14 pilots. You can see the logos, and 9 of them will be focused on improving or enhancing the current manufacturing processes to adapt them to the autonomous quality paradigm. And the other 5 will be focused on enhancing the current machines at the factories, also to adopt the autonomous quality paradigm. And finally, before going to the pilots, our aim is to test or to validate the results of the quality project in these experimentation facilities. As you can see, we have 7 experimentation facilities that are available for the entire consortium to make a pre-validation of the solutions developed before going to the pilots. And well, that's more or less all from my side. You have here the information from Twitter and social networks and also the website, and you can contact me directly if you want any additional comment.